36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Enigma long on the NQ4. Double delta lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. CDM NQ on the 4. NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 2. Vinny Emini said we are live on YouTube. Come join slightly smiling face. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 2.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 2.
Why do our traders absolutely love it?
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Michael Oathrew.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 36. Fib.NQ on the 2. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89 on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 30 utilization rate. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Alrighty then, mic check.
AM Eastern Time. We have
Let's see, is the mic on here? Yes.
Forecast.
Good morning, good morning.
Prior, 0 spot.
It is Tuesday, 9:05, 25 minutes before the U.S. Open.
0 spot 4%.
Getting the charts warmed up here.
Forecast 77.2%. Prior 77.4%. U.S. manufacturing output month over month. Forecast 0%. Prior 0.2%. U.S. industrial production year on year. Prior 0.87%. We have put out the article from the information for Microsoft lowering AI software sales quotas on the feed for those interested.
Fib.NQ on the double delta NQ on the 2. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Good morning, Stash. Good morning, Plutonium. Motivator. Good morning, Kaz. Good morning, Missile. Good morning, Brian. I see you, Dak. Good morning, Pablo.
Touch NQ on the 30.
Wind Rider is here this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Kit. Blackout, what's up, buddy? All right. Oh, nice. Little Mega Late Nate there on a 7.8 at the bottom. Let's
AI agent features
zoom in and get things going here this morning. Welcome aboard. Don't forget that Black Friday event ends in hours. I think it says 14 hours. I think we said it's Wednesday. I don't think that timer is right.
Touch NQ on the 36.
Hold on, let's refresh that one more time. All right, so
touch NQ on the 36.
that math ain't mathin'.
Touch NQ on the 36.
All right, I have to hit up the web team there and get them to change that. That should be expiring tomorrow at midnight. So my mistake there. We'll get that set up for the right countdown. It's not 14 hours. I think you have a little bit more than that. Should be tomorrow midnight, not now. Okay. I do see one full autoplay just kicked off up top. We've got an Enigma right here. I'm going to turn on AudioBox. Some people asked about how to turn that on and off recently,
100 futures declined,
and I'll show you that here real quick. We are here at 9:08, 21 and a half minutes here till the US Open. So over here on the right, on my second chart, I have my audio box on the MACV chart. So out of the box, speaking of audio box, when you install, you'll have a button right there. You can turn that on or off. If you want to test the audio, click that button right there.
Artificial intelligence.
Some people are like, I'm not sure if it's working. Click the test audio and you should hear both sides to make sure everything's working. Now, you can change those sounds, but I wouldn't mess with it if you are new. Definitely don't mess with those, but you can change that sound. Okay, dive bombing here this morning. Nice juicy sell-off. All right, here is an Enigma and a Super AO. I'm going to see if this calls the bottom. Yep, there it is. First trade of the morning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. $698 on a... I'm not going to pass up one of those. Come on. Look at that combination. We have an Enigma. We have our Super AO. So we've got a super power moonshot long right there. Hold to the opposing signal. $698
Divergence
for trade number one.
Hit a Russian oil refinery in Oyo region on Tuesday.
Lower bands touch.
Just playing the video game. Just playing the video game.
Bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 4.
All right, so that called the bottom right there. Now we've come up to a Mega Late Nate right here. I'm going to start getting short on this one right here. It is a Super AO with a Mega Late Nate. And there we go, 1500 on the morning. It's just getting a little bit too easy around here, I tell you.
So minus 0.4.
All right. Well, there we go. Trade number one, trade number two. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding, but I am gonna close this door here in my office, so give me 1 second.
Industrial production year on year, prior 0.87%.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 2. Double delta NQ on the 4.
trade 1 and trade 2. And pretty much done for the day. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. What I like to say here is my little guide sheet here. We have a physical copy over here as well. So bottom left, I don't talk about this too much because we have the electronic version there, but I've got one of these on my desk over here. I like to have a physical, tactile version of that to put some hands-on to track your trades. I think vision boarding is a very powerful thing, but I'm going to flip my electronic one here. So trade number 1's a green one. Trade number 2. Now trade number 3, you know, we might get a red in there, but it's all right. So I like to think about increasing my trade size from trades 1 through 5. After I've got winner, winner, chicken dinner off of my first 2, now my eyeball is focused right here on some bonus I want to add to what I've currently got going on there. Super AOs were part of both of our combos there so far on the play. So the potential move from here to here, first play was actually here, and I exited on the opposing signal there on the shark. Second one here, grabbed about a 20 or 30 bag out of that off of a Mega Late Nate plus the Super AO on the short right there.
2-finger NQ on the 36.
And if you don't know what those are, that's all right. Go through the 8-day boot camp, and you don't have to take 8 days, but if you did one video a day, it would be 8 days. You can also tie that together with a 2-week free trial. However, during the Black Friday event that expires tomorrow night, you might want to go ahead and grab that tonight. And then I will see you guys in the morning. If you're brand new, you should hang out with us at 2 o'clock today, where we do a full review of the trades of the day, and I'm going to make sure you have 3 strategies that I'm going to teach here at 2 o'clock to make sure you're ready for tomorrow morning. If you are brand new with us, I will teach them to you, and you can come follow along tomorrow morning again if you like these kind of trades and the style that we use in our trading. If you guys got questions, pop them there in the chat. I'll try to get to them.
1 minute remaining.
Today is Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I'm losing track of days. I feel like it's Tuesday.
NQ on the 4.
It is Wednesday. My goodness.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
What happened to Monday?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. NQ
I am losing track of days. What happens when you have 4 kids? I'm telling you. Thank you for that. Is today really Wednesday? Okay, well that changes things on the news. Speaking of news, let's refresh my news chart over here. 9:14. So we're a little bit more than 15 minutes from the US Open.
Low impact news event capacity utilization rate.
10 seconds.
Low impact news
Okay, we've got news coming out here at 9:15, like right now. It's an end to financial juice here. Industrial production and capacity utilization here coming out right now.
Enigma short on the NQ2. Double delta NQ on the
0.1%, 0.1% as expected. Capacity utilization 75.9%, 75.9% lower than the forecast of 77.2%. Manufacturing output month over month 0% as expected.
NQ on the 9.
So we've got some interesting news layouts here this morning. It is 9:15 and 9:45. And then we've also got 10 o'clock. See the Red Star News event right there at 10 a.m. That's going to be the big one.
On the 36.
Then we're going to have some continued chatter there from Lagarde at 10:30. And crude oil inventories, because it is Wednesday, so that does change things. Wow, I got to figure out what day of the week it is there, bro. AlgoBox has made me lazy, I tell you. I don't even got to do nothing. I just come in here, sit down, and play the game. Speaking of being lazy, you can also enable the AlgoBox News bot
Reduction year on year, 0 spot.
right here. These are my settings.
3%.
If you want to copy mine, I believe ours out of the box, I've got it just like this. I think I might have changed this time warning threshold. I've got mine so it will start warning me 10 minutes ahead of time on the chart before an event. So that's what that text was right there. 10 minutes. I mean, this is a lot of movement here this morning. But 10 minutes before this 9:15 news event, we got that vertical text on my screen. So I've got mine in vertical text. There's other options for that, but this will literally write it all out. So it says low impact news event, tells you what it is, all right there on your chart.
S&P 500 futures down 0.3%.
And I have that on my higher time frame chart there on the optimized range. Optimized range this week for NQ is 36.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
The 36 range is the optimized range this week. And we run that optimization on Sunday nights, and we post that in our public chat as well as in our premium member area inside of Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord if you're not there already. There should be a link there in the description, or head to our website and click on Trade Room
36.
and join the Discord in there. All right, nice little Enigma moonshot to the long side.
36. Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 2.
Seeing industrial production month
on the 9. Touch NQ on the 36.
0.3% compared to the original prior of 0.1%. Capacity to industrial
touch
production
NQ on the
prior
30.
revised minus 0.3% compared to the original prior 0.1%. Capacity utilization
Upper
prior
bands touch
revised
NQ on the
75.9%
36.
compared to the original prior of 77.4%.
Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2.
Okay, nerd is currently red.
NQ on the 36.
We just got a red arrow, so I am now looking for a short at the top of the channel. Oh, just went to neutral. So neutral and red. Remember, I don't trade anything alone. There's a little cipher right there, but I want to have two things. I want
Finger NQ on the
a
36.
structural play, fib dot, harmonic, plus an R2FA event. Kind of like that one right there. But that one is the wrong direction. I'm looking for a short right now. That was a blue dot. So I'm not taking that one. We had a shark back come in there on the higher time frame. So I could have gone ahead and tapped that right there. Shark back. Nice. Right out of that. Shark backs can be played on their own, although I prefer them with the news event. That's 114 ticks to the downside move off of the shark back. That shark back strategy is also a very easy one to learn. If you are brand new with us, check out that shark back strategy video and install a system. You can take that one too.
Divergence of NQ on the 9.
Hey Dobby, thanks for the sale. Can't wait to get HYPOTHETICAL started. Awesome, Dobby. Welcome aboard. It'd be great to have you in the crew. Praise the Lord. What's up, Top Gun?
Enigma long on
Good morning. Good morning.
4. Double delta.
Good morning, Petro. AMZ. BVP system. Buenos dias. Muy bien, muy bien. Good morning, Tom. Jumping. Not just regular jumping.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
We got jumping. Good morning, Jimmy. Ninja Scalp. Good morning. Stash Royale. What's up, buddy?
Fib.NQ on the 9.
All right, Enigma went straight to its target there. I'm currently sitting in neutral, so I'm kind of like, Good morning, Captain Rex. Thank you for saying hello.
Fib.NQ on the Fib.NQ on the 2.
All right, we still have 9 minutes till the U.S. Open. So don't forget that 9:45. We do have a 9:45 news event, so 15 minutes after the Open. I don't like it when they stick a news event right in there at the 9:15. Oh man, that one hit so fast. Should have had full auto on that one. Instantly,
Normalize the idea of the
Enigma takes it down.
You on the 36.
Good morning, Emini Badger.
Fib.NQ on
has
the
done a
2.
great job lifting non-tariff barriers.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Besson says I've evolved in my
Fib.NQ
thinking on
on the
tariffs.
Essen says Trump is right on tariffs. He has high risk of tolerance.
Good morning, Patrick. I heard about this through JJ School of Trade. Awesome. Yeah, I've known JJ for 15 years. We go way back. Welcome aboard. Great to have you. Okay, we got a 5.2. It's kind of like in that middle area. I'd prefer it to be closer to a 10, and I'd rather see a series of them.
Besson says tariffs have not set off an
Technically, that is a third. 5-4 was a turn. 7-6 straight through. We're just going to patiently wait. If you have not printed out a cheat sheet yet, make sure you grab one. Left-hand side of Discord, you can grab one of our cheat sheets so you know the plays that we're looking for. And don't forget, if you have installed 2-week free trial, this is the way that I teach it right here. Order of operations,
exports.
reading from left to right, high time frame down into low. Now here on the live stream, I've got it laid out a little bit differently just to showcase things a little bit easier for people who've never heard of AlgoBox before. They get a little overwhelmed when they see 5 charts. So, but 5 time frames are working all together on each instrument. Then on the instruments themselves, I am combining the correlated instruments here on what I call the nerd. So what does the nerd tell us? The nerd is telling us what our current bias is. Currently moderate sell. Actually, I'm sorry, neutral currently. But if it said moderate sell, it tells you that NERD, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, 4 correlated instruments to get my bias for trading NASDAQ, which just happens to be a super speedy beast. And I always say, if you are working a job, do you want to get a higher hourly rate or lower for the same job. Same work,
Double
but one pays faster.
Double delta NQ on the
I mean,
4.
you know, you want to get paid more for your time, not less. Okay, that is a Super AO. A little bit dangerous here. We just went into moderate buy. I've got two red DDs right on top of each other. Stop at the top of this ready DD. And I hear popcorn on the tape. So this is dangerous here. We got 4 minutes to the US Open. I'm hearing buyers step in here. So a little bit dangerous. Yeah, went a half position here.
The US Treasury
Okay, 5-3. Going to add to position
on the feed for those interested.
on the third cross in the series here.
Enigma
A
long.
little bit, yikes, Enigma pushing farther. Okay, so gonna have my work cut out for me here on this one. I got a Super AO over on the right as well into the target. And wait for popcorn to get off the tape. We just went strong buy. All four correlated instruments pushing up here. They're turning on the buy right in front of the US Open. So I'm at a full position right around this area. Now, when this happens and I go more than a couple of points over my entry, I'm going to half, if it comes back to my POE, I'm not going to hold, get crazy with it.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Boom. So I'm going to pull half right there back to my POE because I'm half as confident in my original play, because my original play, I wanted it to happen right here. Now it's happening later. So I'm pulling half of my position as it comes back to my POE.
Short on the NQ3 on the 36.
And I've got some strategies around that in the advanced area. So that's not necessarily in the, well, not even not necessarily. It's not in the boot camp area, but once you have purchased with us, I'll show you guys kind of my advanced techniques on entries, exits, managing, drawdown, all that kind of stuff. Now, what I'm showing you is how I'm trading with a larger account. When I'm trading a smaller account, if I do a small account challenge, or if I'm trading in a trader funding program, which I don't do, however, I get a lot of feedback. Hey, Vinny, will you at least do that one time for us? I'm going to be doing that probably in January. Now, don't hold me to it, but in our next release, I literally was staying up late last night getting some extra stuff into the release. I'm excited about getting that out to you guys. There's going to be a new kind of skin. You'll notice we've got some modernized gradients on the backgrounds. Our installer is going to have some upgrades to it as well. The trade copier itself is going to have some updates and changes to fix a couple of things with the limit orders. So once that's there, I will do a small account challenge with trader funding programs with the trade copier. I'm going to trade either 10 or 20 accounts at a time using the copier,
if needed,
and we will showcase some of that. But man, I've been trading my own accounts for ages. Making a shift, I don't know. I definitely know it's going to be more difficult. I don't know if I'd say it's difficult with AlgoBox, but I think that it is definitely, there's more rules involved, you know, waiting on payouts and a lot of other kind of stuff that I think a lot of you guys know the stuff going on with that. Okay, US market opening here in seconds. All right, there's a Super AO adding to my position.
buy side 138.
Yikes. Okay, things falling behind here. See if we can get 100 ticks out of it.
Buy sell side 5 minutes.
Super wild. All right, I'm going to close it right there on that cross. A little bit tricky on that spot there. Super AO coming in, helping out. Beautiful. Super AO 8.3.
6% after the information company lowering AI quotas.
All right, that puts us at trade number 3 for the bonus. I'm at 28.86 there around the open. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
IEPA authority on tariffs have given a US bargaining room on trade.
Plus a bonus.
DCDMNQ on the 4.
Now, being out here on a live stream, you guys probably want to see a little bit more. So I'm going to keep going. However, you could already be done for the day. How long have we been streaming for? 29 minutes. 29 minutes.
NQ on the 36.
And you can be on about your day. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's see if we can get let's crack some kind of record here. Let's see if everybody can smash the like button at the same time and break some YouTube records here.
The Nasdaq 100 down 0.5%.
Smash that like button. We got 86 there. Let's see if we can get at least 50 likes out of it. Now our target is 100 likes. If we get to 100 likes before 10 a.m., I'll do a longer stream there. If not, 60 to 90 minutes, we'll be rocking it out. Okay, there's a Super AO again.
To see about lowering taxes.
I'm going to go ahead and pop in on that. And there we go. Another 32 ticks on the Super AO. Let's go. Let's go. Super AO. For the drop. Beautiful. Now, if it wasn't extremely level fast right there, let's see if we hold to the opposing signal there. Yep, 97 ticks. So 97 ticks down to the hold to the opposing signal. So if you are using the ATMs and doing target 1, target 2, and a runner,
Best sense says the Fed.
target 1 and target 2 are hit, plus hold to the 10.1, that gives you 97 ticks. And the full move down to the next Super AO, that is 184 to the Super AO. Next Super AO up, 104 ticks to the opposing signal. All right, there's a power headshot, so I should be taking another short right here. Yikes, come in with the Enigma. I'm hearing buyers. I should be flipping that long there, but I'm a little stubborn on the bear side there on it, so I'm going to add to my position on the cross. Could be a first loss here this morning. Let's see. I'm hearing a lot of popcorn. There's my Super AO with a headshot, full position. Comes back to my POE, taking off half. Coming back to my headshot entry area, hearing buyers, and double dot, going full position again, seeing if I can grab a 20 bag out of it, and there it is. 32 ticks, 5,600 on the play. Now, that happened really fast. Pretty tricky to try to walk you all through,
Best sense says.
but that is why you practice. Right here, that whole little play right there, you should roll it back, play that in practice. Go to market replay, get good. Add to position, half off at a POE. If the position moves against me, half off at POE. Add to position if I still believe in the area, still like the play. Double dot for the entry on the win. I'll take it. That was a double dot. If you don't know about double dots, go check out Double Dot Strategy right there. Double Dot with the Fibelladot, starring Fibelladot. So remember, each dot is multi-fib plus Elliott wave. When you get those stacked together, plus a Super AO, yeah, I'm pretty much going to hit that every time. Nice little confluence area right there, and grabbing a bag. 5,600 on the day.
Inflation rates are in blue.
Let's roll over another trade. That is trade number 4 there this morning. 5 minutes past the US Open.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Good morning, Eddie.
NQ on the 36. NQ on the 2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Patrick, is this
NQ on the 30.
NQ only or ES as well? It is both,
NQ on the 36. Divergence bands touch NQ.
but it's even more than that, my friend.
We have the US S&P services.
It's the nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow combo breaker.
5 to 54 spots. US S&P composite PMI final. Prior 54.
So to answer Patrick's question there, let me zoom back here and you'll see a little bit more of what's on the full 4K screen here.
ECB's our guard, says the ECB.
So I've got full auto running up here, up top on 6 instruments up top there.
Best sense says.
The bots are up 2870 at the moment, and they've got some trades open there as well. So the bots are trading up here at the top left of my screens. I've got 6 of them running across 6 instruments, and then I am, like I said, I'm doing a reduced, easier for you, so you don't get overwhelmed. If you're new, you're like, well, there's too many things going on here, it's going to be too complicated. It's not, but it's like anything else in life. Did you know that your car is pretty complicated? Do you think it's hard to drive? Does anybody think it's hard to drive? Or you think it's easy to drive? Tell me about driving. Is driving hard? I think most people would probably say driving isn't hard.
36.
But if you really think of it,
Double delta NQ on the 4. NQ on the 2.
driving is dangerous,
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
but it is easy only because you practiced. Remember the first time you jumped in a car? Right? You're,
Enigma long on the RT.
at least in the United States, you're like 15 years old and
NQ on the 2.
you're like, I'm going to get behind the wheel.
NQ on the 36.
They don't put you on the freeway on day one, you know what I mean?
Upper bands touch NQ.
It is easy, but if you look at your car, how many buttons are on your dashboard?
Touch NQ.
Can somebody give me an estimate on your car? Can you tell me
36.
off the top of your head how many buttons are on your dashboard? It's kind of hard, I think.
Upper bands touch
Speaking of a hard question,
36.
you've probably sat in your car every day, but you have no idea
NQ on the
how many buttons are on your dashboard. You'd have to like take a picture of your dashboard and like count them all. Of all the little things that you know, but at the same time, when you're sitting behind the wheel, you know your 2 hands on the wheel,
Shares rise 1 spot 4%.
foot on the pedal.
Initiates coverage with
Some people drive with both feet. That's dangerous, but you know. Long pedal on the right
certain sectors of the economy have
is the gas.
need interest
You
rate
know,
caps.
you got your brake, your gas, and you just kind of, you know where you're going. But yeah, after a period of time, it becomes easy, right? But the first time you hop in a car, dude, you're like, what are all these buttons? What am I supposed to do? Looking left, looking right, rear view mirrors, signals, lights,
Double delta NQ on the 4.
windshield wipers,
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
audio, music. So with our system, it's like you're hopping in the driver's seat. It's going to take you a minute to figure out where all the buttons are. But then as you guys showed, as I showed you, minutes ago on several of our trades there, then it just becomes, you're just, waiting for the event to show up and driving your car.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 30.
Let me see how this market
Best
lower
sense says
band
China.
profile is laying out here this morning.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Okay, I like to look for caves. We got a cave right here. I'm gonna press F6 here and I'm gonna click in this cave.
Lower bands
Got a
touch NQ on the 36.
cave right there.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Lower
A cave way up here.
NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Best sense says China on track
Lower
to keep
bands
every
touch
part of the
NQ
deal
on
with the US.
36.
Technically kind of right there in the middle of that as well.
NQ3. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
So our psychology module, if you're wondering, hey, this is saying that it's too fast. Yeah, like right now, this isn't the ideal, and you're like, well, why? How can you tell? Too fast. So you can do one of two things. You can either
Touch NQ on the 30.
not do something. I can also turn on my psychology module completely where it's like, listen,
Lower bands touch
this is not a time to play. Market is moving super fast. It's too fast.
on the 36.
And what'll happen is
Touch NQ on the 34.
when the market slows back down to good speed, all this will open up, right? So this is kind of like a psychology module to cover up my charts if I am a person who has a hard time learning or staying in tune with the markets or knowing, hey, how do I keep my fingers off the triggers? When should I not be trading?
Best sense
So we
says
can turn on our psychology module and let it just kind of cover the charts there for me until
Fib.NQ
we've got good speed, and then this will clear up.
double delta NQ on the 4. Divergence down
in 5
NQ
minutes
on
time,
the
we're
9.
expecting the US S&P
Enigma
services
long on
PMI final
Fib.NQ on the 4.
forecast 55 unchanged from the prior,
Fib.NQ
with
on
a
the
range
2.
of 55.5 to 50.8. US S&P composite PMI
Is
final.
your internet working? I think the stream is cutting out. Is anybody else having problems? Stash, it isn't cutting out. It's maybe yours. What does it means the yellow boxes?
is a very good ally of China and Taiwan. Relationships are unchanged.
So I'll turn the psychology module off here for a moment. So this is a potential
NQ on the 89.
reversal zone,
36.
but this is a predicted
Touch NQ on
potential reversal zone. These are harmonic zones
upper bands touch NQ on the
laying out there.
Enigma short on the NQ touch
So those are our structures. That is an Enigma short right there, but I'm not going to hit that because we're on strong buy, and I'm hearing buyers step in, but that is a nice moonshot short
on the 36 long on
right there. Yeah, nice. Too fast. So again, my psychology module would be covering up the screens here, so I don't even have to take a look. So, but he's talking about that yellow box up there. That would be a target if I were entering in on the Enigma. So these are, remember, this is like a video game, and we are just drawing it for you. We're showing you where my entries are, where my targets would be, and it just does everything for me, right? And I know it can be overwhelming when you're getting started. That's why there's 8 videos, an 8-day boot camp that you'll go through to learn everything. We go through the entire documentation from top to bottom. We start with the pieces, the individual pieces, like kind of answering a question like, hey, what does that box right there tell you what a harmonic is? But then a harmonic by itself, I have a phrase I like to say, trade nothing alone. I don't really want any single thing by itself. I want to combine them. And then there are certain combos that we really like, which is what you're going to get on your cheat sheets. So you'll want to print out the cheat sheets. This is cheat sheet number 2 right here. And you're looking for combos like the ones here on the cheat sheet that you have learned in the videos. Now at 10 o'clock here in about 15 minutes, there's going to be a news event. And then 10 minutes after that at 10:10, I'm going to do a quick lesson here this morning on some of our play setups. Just going to show you one of those. Don't forget at 2 o'clock today, come back. We will do a full training. If you're brand new, I'll tell you about how to get started. We're going to make sure that you know at least 3 strategies so you can come back tomorrow morning, trade alongside with me, only looking for your 3. Don't get overwhelmed with it. Be like, oh, you know, if I want to, do I have to trade all the strategies? You don't have to. You can, I recommend to our members, if it were me, I would pick 4 or 5 strategies that I really like on my strategy entries. And then I would learn the 2-filter system, which is, look right over here to the left. What does the nerd tell me? The NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. Take trades in the direction of that, plus
Fib.NQ on the
the arrow. Now, you do need to know what that arrow is, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that here at 10:10. Talk about the arrow and the nerd filter there at 10:10. And then, of course, this afternoon, I'm going to go through all of my trades. Literally, I will review every trade that I take here this morning at the 2 o'clock. And for the new folks, I will do a full training on how to get started and teach you 3 strategies. And if you want to get into the 8-day boot camp, yes, it's and 2 o'clock is where you want to show up if you're new. Make sense?
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Will this work on Apple computers or Windows only? You need .NET. So if you have a Mac that is supporting .NET code, then you can run it on a Mac. But in general, the answer is no. So if you take your Mac and run a Windows parallel, then you could do that, but we don't support it. So you're on your own. If you are, you know, if you're super savvy with computers and you want to run it on your Mac in Windows parallels supporting .NET, then go for it. I do recommend that you have a gaming PC or gaming laptop.
From Taiwan.
They're, in my opinion, very inexpensive these days. So if you hit on Amazon, grab yourself an i9 and go to town. Possible to buy Black Friday over 3 payments? In general, no, not on the lifetime. It's such a great deal. However, we do have a scholarship program, and if you want to schedule a call with me and you want to, you know, it would be an exception, but we will try to work with you, but you'll need to schedule a call with me and talk about your situation. But you can just click on the schedule a call button there at the top of the website, and we can talk through your situation there, Lawrence. Welcome aboard.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Yeah, and in Marvy Pro, it's a good point. If so,
Upper bands touch
if you click on the Stripe link, we do have Affirm enabled. But if you have credit problems,
It's too tight.
like Affirm, I think they have a whole process.
upper bands
Correct me if I'm wrong, Marvy. You said you used it. They do a credit check and all that kind of stuff, but they will
Enigma bonds on the
They
Weiland.
will break it into payments for you if you qualify. If you qualify for a firm.
Touch NQ on the 36. NQ on the 36. Enigma long on the 36. Enigma short on the Weiland. Touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the
Best sense says
36.
Trump
Hey,
administration.
thank you so much for doing these play-by-play plays as a beginner. It's been so helpful. Your masterclass. I can't imagine trading and verbally explaining it. Yeah, it's tricky. I do not recommend anybody live streaming while they're trading. I call it's extreme pressure. The stream is extreme. Get it?
Double
You don't want to have that extreme pressure, in my opinion.
Best sense says private credit worry is its pro-cyclical in downturn.
I don't know about creditworthiness. I already had an account with a firm. Yeah, so at some point you had, so it's a little bit of a longer process. So if you want to go through a firm, you can. So if you click on it, there will be an option there underneath the purchase that says, hey, use a firm. There's also one called Klarna. So one of them is inside the United States, one of them is outside the United States. So it's either a firm, I believe, for the United States, and then Klarna if you are outside of the United States for credit. And then I don't know how they do the approval process or all that kind of stuff. However, if you would like us to do one, you know, a 3-payment scenario, we could try to work with you on that. So reach out on the scheduled call there,
NQ on the 4.
and we will we'll talk about the discipleship program,
Fib.NQ on the 2.
which is it is a scholarship plan. It does require you to do a few things, like small stuff. Comment on our YouTube videos, follow me on Twitter, generally support the community, that type of stuff.
Push banks to ease.
Divergence.
So we can talk about the scholarship opportunity there as well.
6. Lower band.
Okay, the bots are up 1,500. I'm going to flatten all on the bots.
4.
Okay, flatten all. This is where I use the flatten all button, and I'm going to turn off full auto. They have done their business. 1,500 on the morning. 9:48.
Foreign Ministry says
It's a
China.
good time for me to wrap them up there, in my opinion. So this is where I hit that flatten all button. Whoops, need to take always on top. So the flatten all button, I have, remember when I've got 6 instruments running on an account, you know, do I really want to go over there and press close and press close and press close and press close? That flatten all button is a magic button for the entire account. If I hit flatten all, that's going to close all the positions open on that account all at the same time. So I hit flatten all, and then I deselect the full auto button up top. So when this is on, arm long, arm short, and then I can just turn full auto off at the end there. And that was Enigma side to side there this morning. So the bots contributed 1,500.
Touch NQ.
I'm up 56.32 so far.
NQ on the 9.
What's today? The 3rd?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Fib.NQ on the 2.
So this is kind of how we ran there this morning.
36.
This is the bots and
Double delta NQ on the 4.
mine right there.
Lower
So
bands
it's
touch
always on
NQ
top
the
there.
36. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. Touch NQ
Okay, 9:50. We got 10 minutes
Lower bands
now until
36.
the
Lower
big
bands
news event.
on the 36.
Oh man, look at that juicy one right there.
Services.
Look at the combo. All right, pop quiz yourself. If you saw this on the chart,
Double
53
delta
spot 2
NQ
to
on
what do we call this? What is this combo?
US ISM services prices paid.
Top of the channel.
68 prior
lower
70.
bands touch NQ
US
on the
ISM
89.
services employment prior
Fib.NQ on the
48 spot 2, and US ISM services new orders prior 56 spot 2. Also expecting the US
Fib.NQ
quarterly
on the
employment
36.
and wages Q2, and Trump is due to speak.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
And you could call it a power, super power. Sorry, I missed one. I knew there, I was like, there was such a big combo. Power, I missed power in there. Super power, shark back, AO. Let's go. It's a mouthful. A lot of combo right there.
Lower bands touch NQ
For the drop. And
touch NQ on the 30.
154 tick opportunity.
Lower bands touch
For the full move. Again, you don't have to grab the whole move. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable. That's what we like to say around here. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable.
And wages Q2 has been pushed back.
You just gotta grab
Will
partials.
not be being released.
I don't say you have to. That's just the way that I play it.
upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
So if you were to hold to the opposing signal,
Upper bands
just very simply, first opposing signal is that 6.3. And so down to the 6.3, 73 ticks in 21 seconds. I mean, I can wait 21 seconds to make a bag. I like it.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2.
Best says private credit growth, a signed bank regulation is too tight.
Okay, we've got 8 minutes till a big news event. It's going to be the big Red Star News event here of the morning. ISM Manufacturing News event.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Let's see what they are predicting here. Or expectations, I would say.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
ISM Services PMI
on the 2.
forecasted
Fib.NQ
52, previous 52.4.
NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
And we've got 6 minutes on the countdown for that one.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. On the GC2. Touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, aggressive,
On the 36. Double delta NQ.
super fast,
Touch NQ on the
multiple super AOs getting cut through here.
lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, we might bounce here. We just got a big 14.4 mega late Nate. Let's see, but that is a 1,000 level bear. We need to draw this in.
NQ on the
So I'm gonna draw this one in here. I'm gonna do that when I get right back. I'm gonna take a quick
NQ on the 4.
personal break here right before the news.
36.
A lot of activity right here as they are setting up prior to the news. High time frame. We also have a crab and a super AO inside of a crab here. So let's see
NQ on the 36.
if we get a, what I would probably call maybe a temporary bottom right here, or if this is the full launch. Yeah, look at that. Big move.
J hook short NQ.
Very fast action here this morning. Okay, let me take a quick break here and refill my mug here. I'll be right back.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. DCDM NQ on the 4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2.
ECB's
Upper
Lagarde
bands
says
touch
third
NQ on
option
the
in EU
36.
proposal for Russian assets is stretched, hopefully in compliance with
Upper
international
bands
law
touch
and
NQ
financial
on the
stability.
36. Fib.NQ on the 9.
And Besant says Trump accounts are beginning of a shareholder economy.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
In 5 minutes time, we're expecting the US ISM Services PMI forecast 52, prior 52 spot 4, with a range of 53 spot 2 to 49 spot 5. US ISM Services prices paid forecast 68, prior 70. US ISM Services employment
on the 4.
prior 48 spot 2, and US ISM Services new orders prior 56 spot 2.
Fib.NQ on the
Also
4.
expecting comments from Trump. To reveal context with Trump's comments later, he's due to participate in the White House internship program class photo.
Fib.NQ on the 4, 9, Enigma long on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 4, long on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 4, 9, Fib.NQ on the 2, Fib.NQ on the 4, NQ on the 2, long on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 4, Fib.NQ on the 2, Finger NQ on the 36.
US airline stocks gain. Delta Airlines add 2.7%. American Airlines down 1.8%.
Fib.NQ on the 2. Double Delta NQ on the 4. DCDM NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 4.
And that then concludes Q&A at New York Times event.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the NQ4. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36, Fib.NQ on the 4, Fib.NQ on the 2. Double Delta NQ on the 4. DCDM NQ on the 4, Enigma short double on Delta the NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Enigma
Performance
short on the
review.
NQ
I
on the
give you the
36.
US ISM Services PMI.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
No manipulation. Don't diddle in my middle. Resist the temptation. Observe my curves, my histogram bumps. At the market open, price always jumps. Respect the system, cause Vinny wrote the algorithm.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Who can't take the criticism. At the end of the way, the day can crave. And which just leaves me, I keep me busy. I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby. I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby.
10 seconds.
Fib.NQ on the 2. Enigma short on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the
52.6, 52.6, higher than forecast 52. Prices paid 65.4, 65.4, lower than forecast 68. New orders 52.9, 52.9. Employment 48.9, 48.9.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 9. CDM NQ on the 2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. NQ on the 9. NQ on the 36. NQ on the
EU
30 bands
Commission
touch
adds
NQ
Russia
on
to
the
money laundering
39.
risk list.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Upper band on the GC2 on the 9. Upper bands touching.
Alright, so I should have hit the fix it button there before it
On the 30.
See if I've got a lost slightly on
walked off there. Okay.
36.
services.
Upper bands
PMI
touch
data.
NQ on the
Here's that red star news. So I
Upper
want to sit
bands
on
touch
hands
NQ
for
on
a
the
few minutes
36.
after, 2 minutes before,
Upper
3
bands
minutes
touch
after the
NQ on the
news. I don't want to be
36. Upper
punching the
bands
buttons unless I get an
on the
absolutely
36.
perfect play, which speaking of, I see a
Lower bands touch
21.7
NQ on the 36.
there. I would have liked to
Lower
take
bands
a
touch
stab
NQ
at
on
that
the
and get a
36.
quick scalp off of that.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
So ISM manufacturing news just came out. Gonna let that settle in a little bit here. And let's see. I got a, oh yeah, there's a big guy in here. Okay. Big guy. So what I like to do is identify the beginning of that guy and find his leg. Okay, where's his leg? Right here. What's his size? Is he over 1,000?
Delta NQ on the 4.
Yeah, he tapped 1,000. So I want to green this area.
89. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Big algorithmic buyer
Double delta
is here. He's revealed himself.
36.
We have put out the US ISM
Upper
services
bands touch
PMI
NQ
November
on the
2025.
36.
Now he wants to run 250 ticks. Okay, remember that cave I drew earlier this morning? There's the cave touch.
On the 4.
Okay,
NQ on the
I want to hit that short, but man, I'm hearing buyers all over the tape here. So I'm going to wait for the popcorn to stop,
touch NQ on the 89.
and I'm going to see if I can get a slap on that.
Some movement to the upside on the S&P 500.
Upper bands touch
Okay,
NQ
I'm going to
36.
quarter in here.
That's posted data on the ISM report.
They're popping.
Double delta.
Still hearing popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I know I'm FOMOing it here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Zeus. Zeus.
Enigma long
Zeus.
on C2.
US Treasury yields briefly extend
Upper
fall
bands
after
touch
US
NQ
service
on the
sector data.
36.
10-year yield at last down
Half.
9 basis points at
Upper bands
4.069%.
touch NQ on the 30.
And I'd love to see it all the way back to 11.4. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Remember, it wants to go 250. He wants to get all the way up here. See if he's going to go straight there or not. Whoa, 4,000 level bull just came in on the right. Okay, I'm a little frightened. I'm going to go ahead and close it here. Look on the right here. Whoa, 4,000 level. Okay. hands off here for a minute.
Enigma long on the NQ.
Let me zoom back out one level. Look what's going on here. Holy shnikes. Now, the largest I have recalled with a straight shot off the top of my head is 8,000. This is a 4,000 level bull that just came in right here. Okay. Buying all the way from the bottom. So that is a buying algo that just got kicked off right there. Big dog in this area. So we want to measure 250 ticks above that
Double delta NQ on the 9.
to start, and
For negative 80.
tying in the pendulum swing that my brother JJ
Divergence down NQ.
likes to do. What he'll do is actually measure from down here
It's currently Lutnick speaking on CNBC.
into that middle area, and he will go, he draws little boxes underneath and above
NQ on the 4.
like this. So if you've been following along with his, this calling his range there, he calls it a little bit different than I do, but kind of same. I'm using the data that's coming in right there on the chart here. So while I would draw the zone here, he would probably start drawing it down here,
Double delta
and
bands touch NQ on the 89.
this square underneath, he will draw same size square up above like this, right? How many of you guys have seen this on JJ's videos? Have you guys seen those? Type of 1 if you have, 2 if you're new,
Delta NQ on the 2.
and 3 if you're just still here to troll me. It's all right. It's all right.
Says prices don't
But do me a favor and hit that like button either way.
50%.
Yeah, the big boys just showed up. Okay, so if I zoom this back over here and
Enigma long on the NQ. Fib.NQ on the 2. Divergence NQ on the 4 and the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Enigma short on the NQ4.
now, like I said, I don't think he would stack it quite like this because he's got a different kind of zone styling.
On the 36.
I use the AlgoBox system to kind of tell me where that zone's going to be.
NQ on the 36.
But he's adapting his own. You know, I think he's going to be incorporating more of AlgoBox into his routines as well
NQ on the 30.
around that. Okay, so now what I like to do is I just go. So I know where the big guy is. This guy right here. So he wants a play. So when they're at 1,000 plus, I know at 1,000 it's about 250.
NQ on the 4. NQ on the 2.
4,000 though. I mean, this guy wants 1,000 ticks. Okay, now that might sound like great news. That might be great for the people who like to hold plays. I'm not that kind of guy. Okay, I don't like to hold forever. I like to get in and out and be done and go on and do other things in life. That's just me. So not my favorite, but you bull players, if you are like the slow motion stuff here, there might be a potential opportunity here on this guy. 1,000 ticks for the measure. Wow. So let's go. 1,000 ticks out of the middle of this. These are prior zones. We'll go ahead and remove these for now. 1,000 ticks.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
4 times 250.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
It's way up there. Okay, above R1.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
Above R1 to R2 for where he wants to start dumping his contracts.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the like button. Tap, smash that like, hold it down.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay.
Enigma short on
Atlantic
the
says Brussels
YM2.
very much wants a steel deal with the US.
Fib.NQ on the 36.
So the good news for me is I don't have to care. I'm just going to wait for our plays. I'm going to go with the nerd. But what has woken up there is we've got some very big bulls that have stepped in here, and we need to know where they are on the chart.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Latnick says European economies are attacking AI development with rules.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. DCDM NQ on the NQ on the 36. DCDM NQ.
Okay,
Lower bands
we're
touch
in the defense leg. 12.8.
bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Latnick says EU's technology rules are costing them big time.
Alpha Omega algorithm performs real-time workflow analysis, estimation with volume and price and other proprietary data calculations. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses.
Okay, 20.1 pullback. So let's see if he's going to defend his position
Latnick says we're going to win
and make the run.
based on
If
tap.
he is, I mean, it's way up there. We've got it marked out. Let's see, that would be running through
On the 9.
He's gonna go prior close, prior high even.
CDMNQ on the 4.
25 800s
Fib.NQ
for the measure on that. But he could take all day to do it. So, if you're a big picture player and you got that in your mind, awesome. And again, I'd take the big picture into play, but I'm still coming down here. I want target 1, target 2, and hold 2 opposing signal. That's just me. How are you guys? Do you guys like the style of target 1, target 2 in the direction of the 2-step filter like I do and hold to the opposing signal? Or
NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 2.
do you, I don't know, do you hold through all that? I don't know. I don't like the wiggles. I'm a gamer. You know, I wanna play the game, tap the buttons, take the ups and downs all the way up. Both. Yeah, I'm both. Exactly. You know what? I'm down with that missile. That's wise. That's wise. Both. And that is kind of the play, right? Like, take the high time frame into, you know, knowing it's there, knowing what the opportunity might be. Never a guarantee. And then I'd rather just come in and go, okay,
NQ on the 2.
well, what color am I over here on the direction filter? Direction filter currently is red.
Double delta NQ on the lower bands, touch NQ on the 36.
Look for a red play. Stop out above the red play. If it doesn't work, go on to the next one. You know.
NQ on the 36.
Then if we shift back to green, get back on the green side. I also have a personal preference. I think that everybody should decide on whether they are a bull or a bear. Some people say, well, I like to take both. That's fine, but you need to have a preference, in my opinion. One of them, just default your bias. I think you'll find an increase in your P&L if you... I mean, professionals stay on one side. Have you ever heard, if you've ever talked to a set of professionals, you'll come across some that will say, I'm a buy side, I'm on the sell side.
Manufacturing to the US.
And they know each other as buy side or sell side. And that is some of the handshaking and exchanging of hands that I tell you guys about and what we look for on the chart. Identifying them for when they need to exchange hands, when they're going to, you know, call up their buddy being like, hey, dude, you know, I got to unload 5,000 shares. I got to unload 10,000 contracts. You know, where can you hit me at 25,580? Yeah, I can do that. And then they say, you know, they're like, okay, well, yeah, I'll give you whatever. Who knows? I don't know what their deals are, but you can just see it on the tape when they exchange. And that's what our system detects, shows it on your chart, and then we can play along. Make sense? Prefer the sell side for speed. Smart man, Brian, me too.
Fib.NQ.
I don't really care long or short either. Yeah.
NQ on the 2.
There you go. I don't care which side. I just follow what AlgoBox tells me. Bingo. That's the boat that I'm in. Equal opportunity. Yeah. It's like, I'll take a long, I'll take a short. But I have a personal preference bias on, I like to hit the sell. Just happens faster. People panic on sell and they slowly think about buying stuff. But when they want out, man, they want out and they want out now. They're like, now, like, get me out. And that move feels faster and more violent. So making more money faster, that's just kind of my way to play.
Fib.NQ on the 2. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Okay, it is 10:10 coffee time. So let's look at our, let's do some analysis here.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the GC2.
Okay, currently up 72.84 with the bots. So across the bots and my account today, 64%. Let me take this off always on top so I can draw on it here. Zoom into the stats. Let's get into the nerddom.
On the 4.
All right, profit factor, beautiful. 1.8, whoops, can't draw. All right, 1.89. So that means that the winners were 1.89 times the size of losers. Oh, interesting. Long side actually was slightly higher than my short side there on that profit factor. Interesting. I think that had to do with the bots, because the bots I think were taking more long plays than I was. Yeah, 15 on the long side, 49 on the short side. Now, remember, NinjaTrader breaks these up. These are basically contracts.
On the 4.
This is not not actually that many trades. So be careful of that when people see, well, total number of trades, you took 64 trades. No, like I thought your stream said you took 4 trades. I did. It's just numbers of clicks. You should count that as number of clicks, numbers of times that you press the button. So that's basically a null piece of detail there. So 64% and 1.89 profit factor, almost 2 times the size of winners to losers there on the morning.
NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. On the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Light is trying to augmentate chips manufacturing.
Upper bands touch NQ.
Ooh, okay. I kind of want to slap this one.
NQ on the 4.
I'm hearing popcorn. Get popcorn off the tape.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Short on the NQ3.
It's a 1, 2, 3 banger. Okay, I'm looking for the bang. I need, let's see, that's target 3.
Is the next level.
Here's, you see that little line right there? I'm sorry, little box.
Touch NQ on the 30.
Hopefully we tap that. It's an easy slap there. Or if I get a dot, some kind of structure now. All I need is a structure.
Touch NQ on the 36.
Hearing popcorn. I don't like to play against. There it is. Okay, there's the bang. Stop above the dot. Nope, cracked. Okay, cracked the dot. So I'm peeling off half there. Now you can go whole or half. Like there's all kinds of, I want to say all kinds of, several ways to play that. Okay, I'm going to add to my position on the Seuss. Right on king timing. Dangerous. I'm still hearing popcorn. I see delta shift on the right, so I got that out of the corner of my eye. I missed my entry. Okay. Yikes. Dot pushing up here. Nope, we're cracking over, so I'm going to pull half. Here's the popcorn. Seuss coming back inside.
Upper bands touch NQ.
Coming back to me. Add on the break of the dot. Seuss.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Targets filled for 10K, exiting on the shark while I'm grabbing my coffee. How dare they do that while I'm trying to, I'm trying to sip my coffee here. I'm trying to sip my coffee. You can't, come on now. That was so rude. They tried to trick me. They tried to hit me while I had my coffee in my hands on my left-hand side. That's just wrong. But you know what? We're at 10K on the day. Let's go.
In 10 minutes time at 10:30 a.m. time, we have the EIA crude oil inventory forecast a draw of 2 million, prior a build of 3.774 million, with a range of a build of 3.095 million, a draw of 3.233 million.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me exhausted. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is poppin'. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk about it's just my own. Going out, you never feel alone.
NQ on the 2.
Holding on your tricks, got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I've seen how you play. AlgoBox, you turn it all around.
Alrighty then, $10 away from 10K. $10. Oh my goodness. $10 away from 10K. Now we're actually over that. Let's see. The bots put in 1,500, so I'm over 10K on the day. 11,000. Let's see. See how that changed our
Gasoline stock change.
stats there. Hey, look at that profit factor. I'm over 2 now. Profit factor. Winners 2 times the size of losers.
Crude oil, a build of 2.4.
Let's go. 11,005
US Commerce Secretary Ludnick enters in
on the place. 62% on the day. Bots and myself. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Up 1 spot.
GG's. Good game, bro. Good game. GG's.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Yeah, let's get tiny. Exactly. You're right. Yes, Don. Let's not. Let me get my head off my skis. I don't want my head over my skis there. Let's
Lower bands touch NQ.
get the head back in the game, bro. It's $10. You know, chasing that $10. Next thing you know.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Don't want to get off sides.
NQ on the 36.
Okay, I'm gonna go tiny ATM. Tiny superstition buster. I'm gonna use my tiny superstition buster ATM there.
Bands touch NQ on
And I'm going to be looking for the next shot here, all the way back to strong buy. So we went sell
And tokenization.
inside the defense leg. The third cross is generally the one I want to take. So that's cross 1, cross 2. I want to take the third cross inside of the defense leg generally. And we teach that. That's the advanced level stuff.
PayPal shares turn negative.
We've got it in our documentation area.
Session low.
Oh, I could have hit that one right there. Okay, could have easily just tapped that little button right there. I got a little nervous. Okay, I got a red dot right here. I'm gonna give it a shot. Gonna give me my $10. They had a red dot right there at the P point. I hear popcorn on the tape. I don't think they like it. I think they want to keep pushing. Oh, popcorn! They missed my target.
Target.
There we go. I think that's 10. Can I get the second one? Yay! Let's go. Let's go. Cha-ching. All right. I just popped a little quarter position there, and 10,118 for target 1, target 2 on the Tiny Superstition Buster ATM. Let's go. Thank you, Tiny. Don, thank you for that pro tip, by the way. That's why Don is a pro, just so y'all know. So we've got some people lined up in our Discord. If you...
Double delta NQ on the
You know, listen, everybody's got an opinion, right? And there are some opinions that I do think matter a little more than others. Proving out to be pro skill in our room. We have some pro skill members over here on the right. And Don is definitely one of them. Oh, Don, I think you're showing off. Are you offline? I think you're showing offline. Or did I just miss it? Don James, where's he at? Speaking of another James, look at this. We got Joseph James, School of Trade, Pro Skill areas. Whiskers, Plutonium, Motivator, Cal, Mr. Shamus, Epic Futures. But Don James gave me that pro tip there. He was like, hey, it's time to pull out the Tiny Superstition Buster, bro. You know what I'm saying? He knows. Yes, pro tip.
In 5 minutes time, we have the EIA crude oil inventories.
Pro tip.
A draw
Switched over, tapped it, wrapped it.
4 million, with a range of a build of free spot 095 million to a draw of free spot 23.
Platinum for the win.
Gas inventories forecast a build of 1.
Oh, that's right. No, Don James is in platinum. My fault. I forgot. He's platinum.
934 million prior a build
Platinum.
of 7 million. Cushing inventories prior.
I was like, I know.
0.06.
He's platinum. He's up there. Follow Don James over there on Twitter if you guys aren't following him on Twitter. He also does a really cool graphic in the news on X.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Don James Trades. Give him a follow over there on Twitter. Good guy to follow. Knows his stuff. Knows his stuff, I tell you. Student of AlgoBox. But dude, look at this. He plays the markets like a video game. Dude, he's so good at graphics too. I love Don. He's so fun. The guy has his life. I don't know. Every time I talk to Don, he's got these crazy cool stories. At one point, like, I think the coolest thing that I don't know, the coolest. He's got some other really cool stuff. But to me, the thing always sticks out on my mind. He was on X-Files, y'all. What's up? Come on, how many of you guys are X-Files fans? Any X-Files fans in here? Somebody's got to be X-Files fan. Don James, infamously, was in an episode or two of the X-Files. The most interesting man in the world. Forget Dos Equis guy, okay? Don James puts Dos Equis guys to shame, okay? You know, he's like, you know, the most interesting man in the world. Dos Equis ain't got nothing on Don James, bro. Don James will break him in half. Don James and him got together, and he's like Chuck Norris fighting the Karate Kid, okay? Who's going to win between Chuck Norris and Karate Kid? Okay, Karate Kid's okay. I'm just saying, Don James, bro. You don't want to mess with Don James. All right, Dos Equis, man. Bruh. Ain't happening. Bruh. Ain't happening, bro. All right, you ain't got nothing on Don James. Go give him a follow over there on X.
Fib.NQ on the 36.
Yeah, so this was his post this morning on news. So if you were like, hey, you know what, let me go check out my news there this morning. He's got a fun Giphy on there. And then he's like, yo, check out the news for today. Check out the notables. Look it up. Now, what would be real cool is if I can ever get him to, like, now right underneath this on the comment, put like, you want to learn how we trade? Check out AlgoBox 2-week free trial. Hook it up. But you know, who knows? One day, maybe one day he'll do that for us. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's get to business, shall we?
Divergence down NQ on the 30.
Let's go. He's working on things. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Speaking of Jameses, the James family, not related, by the way. Don James and Joseph James, not related, but feels like they should be. They're related through AlgoBox. We're all the family here, y'all. We're all a family. The Jameses. The E-minis.
NQ on the 36.
Strategic moves. Strategery. Oh, you implementing some of that there strategery? You got some of that there strategery going on? Yeah, I like that there strategery you got going on there, Mr. James. It's beautimous, I tell you. Strategery. Got it going on. But yes, another great James to follow. Joseph James of School of Trade. Also on X. Give him a follow over there. Puts out awesome shorts, fun stuff like that. I liked his one last night. You got into the traps. Check out this video right here. Okay, range traps, cash machine, talking about AlgoBox on his entries. Watch for the trap, high time frame.
Touch NQ on the 36.
Enter in like we do. Currently in great speed.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Good speed here. Let's see how we go. He's the trap master. Yes, the trap master himself.
Cushing a draw of 0.457 million. A draw of 0.457 million.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 36. Lower bands touch NQ on the 36.
Okay, so it's 10:30. Let me go over one of the lessons. We're going to talk about one of our topics. I'm going to talk about the arrow. What is the arrow? When Vinny is on his live streams and he's like, so he said, okay, he's waiting on the arrow? What does he mean? What's the arrow? What is it? So it's going to be on your MACV chart.
So it looks like
Histogram.
EIA's website for the report.
And we are going to have...
There's a report yet for the EIA.
Oops, wrong direction. That would be a green, wouldn't it? Oh. Can't draw here this morning. The red or the green. Now, I got a two-step filtering mechanism on this. So we got 2 steps. This is part of the 2-step filter system. One, more important, I believe, than the arrow itself, technically speaking, would be the nerd. What does the nerd say first? Then second is arrow. So when you hear me say, I need the arrow to come with me, I've got the nerd, you'll hear me say, I got the nerd, I need the arrow. Okay, so what am I talking about when I say that? So I need these 2 things to work together. So the arrow, MACV chart histogram, let's go look at it. I'm going to bring over the MACV chart. For me, I have this over on the right. For you, remember, if you are going through training, I technically think that you should really stay with the 5-chart layout. The only reason I don't have it here on live stream is people get overwhelmed by it if they see more than, you know, 1 chart. They're so used to, you know, turds by mats and all the mats. I swear we were going to name our channel Trading Without Matt, since all the mats like to, apparently Matt is now a common household name under trading. So if your name isn't Matt, I mean, there's like Matt Coors, Day Trading by Matt, who literally changed his name from John to Matt just so he could feed off the name of Trades by Matt. And he's like, oh, I'll take mine Day Trading with Matt and Matt Coors and Matt. So now Matt is now associated with trading. So if you're thinking about starting up a YouTube channel, apparently put the word Matt in the video, and I don't know, maybe I guess that tracks following. I don't know Muppetry. I can't handle all the Muppetry. I can't keep up with it. So you might want to name your channel like Trades Without Matt, maybe would be a good one. I think somebody out there had a hilarious channel called Fades by Matt at some point. Thought that was funny. Like, so Fading Matt, they would literally go on to Matt's stream, and Matt was such a terrible trader. They would just go, you know what, Fades by Matt. All I do is I wait till Matt goes long, and then I wait for a short. Brilliant, actually. I thought it was quite hilarious. Okay, sorry, so let's get back to business. Where's the arrow you were talking about, Vinny? I don't know how we got on that topic. What'd y'all put in my coffee? I forgot what day it was earlier. Thought it was Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Anyhow, okay. So let's zoom in down here. I'm always basically keeping my eye right down here. This is one of my primary filtering systems right here.
Double delta
and I basically want to know what color is that arrow right there. So I want that arrow color. That's the arrow. I want that arrow to match the color of the nerd. And when they do, like right now, they're both matching. Currently, go to green. I got green here. I got green here. Hey guys, which way do you guys think I want to look for a trade? Complicated stuff, I know. What do you think? Long or short? I got 2 greens. Long or short?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 36.
Type it there in the chat. What do you think? 2 greens, long or short?
Double delta NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 4.
If I took the free trial, can I get the sale price when I finish? Unfortunately not. However, I can give you a risk-free purchase. What does that mean? We still have a 14-day return policy, no questions asked. You're like, yeah, just didn't work, don't like it, whatever. You don't like it, no problem. We have a refund policy of 14 days as well, so that's why I always tell people, look, if we got a sale, you're coming into it, you know, but yeah, we can't hold it to the end of the 2-week free trial, unfortunately. we reward the early bird. But yeah, I would lock in. If it were me, I'm just saying if it was me, I would lock in. I would grab that. We only do this lifetime deal twice a year. We do it at Christmas in July and Christmas now, right, kind of thing. So, but yeah, that would just be me. The installer, by the way, easiest out there. We have a full installer. This isn't some, you know, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to bash on the people who, you know, still apply templates to charts and import to NinjaTrader and, you know, do the 15, you know, song and dances and all that. But, you know, AlgoBox, next, finish, install, what you're used to, every other kind of app that's out there. 1,300 on the day, Patrick. Way to go. Way to go.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Not too shabby.
CNBC cites emailed statement from sales quotas.
So let me show you guys how you can learn some of those items there real quick here. We're going to go over a quick lesson here, and I'm going to see if a play setup shows up here. That one is looking a little juicy.
36. Double delta NQ.
Wait a minute. We might have a play setting up here. There's the open line. Oof, it's close to the nopen. All right, you know how you spell open? Another lesson. Here, lesson number 2. How do you spell open? So the open line is coming. We're right close to the open. I know that's how you think you spell it, but here's how I spell it.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Nope. What do you mean? Yeah, I like to take that in at the end, and I like to put it at the beginning. What does that mean? I do not want to play the open line, okay? It's very simple. Too many hands are playing right there. Multiple algorithms start coming in there, battling it out, sometimes left, right, center. Great play setups just get farted upon at the open line. So just remember, how does Vinny spell open? Nope. Am I taking a trade there at the open? Am I going to take a trade there?
Shares gained 0.5% after.
Nope. Nope. And don't let me do it either, because sometimes I'm so tempted. Beautiful play set up, but all of a sudden, oh, it's near the open line and it just gets wrecked, right? I mean, it's all like this, okay? And even right now, you're like, oh, I can get in a short. Well, no, then they'll rip it back the other way. Like, this is a difficult area to play. I'll put it like that. It's way riskier playing around the open line. So we call it the nope line, right? The nopen. The no thank you. No thank you very much. No thank you. All right, got it?
Lower bands touch NQ
Lesson
on the
2.
36. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Even the monthly fee. You can grab a month. Yeah, if you want to do you want to grab a month. Yes. So 14-day on that. If you do a refund, unfortunately, we can't let you back though. So once you have decided, if you do pull a refund, then that means you've decided, hey, you don't want to be a part of our crew. If you're here to just kick the tires and you want to F around, like, you're not our kind of person, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, we respect you, you respect us. If you want to be, you know, you want to play tricky games, win, you know, stupid games, stupid prizes. So if you do end up asking for a refund, you no longer qualify for any sales that we ever do. You can pay full price at any point, but we can never allow you to have a sale again. So it's just a little easy policy there. Let's see. What is...
Fib.NQ on the 4.
$5.1. With a headshot. I'm hearing popcorn. This was that cave from earlier. Look how they filled the cave. So I'm going to remove this line. This no longer applies. That cave was filled. That cave was filled. Where's the next one? Anywhere we visited where there was nothing. Ooh, kind of at the top there, actually. Interesting. Cave around the meat. Wow, look at the meat down here.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
No surprise there, being low of day. So currently range bound, but remember there is a sleeping giant in there. There's a 4,000 level bull sitting in there that they're trying to get everybody to forget about.
US natural.
The sounds are so helpful. It's true, man. The sounds alone. So there are apps out there.
$5 for the
I know of one. I think there might be two that have my concept. I'll just give them a shout out if you are looking at Tick Strike. Tick Strike is, I mean, they're okay. Their algorithm is different than ours. I personally believe ours is superior. If you hold them next to each other, you'll kind of feel it, in my opinion. But if you are just wanting the beats type of thing, theirs is a full separate installer app too that you'll need. Data feeds are weird with it, but they sell that exclusively as its own standalone product. And I think it's a couple $1,000 for lifetime on just the Tick Strike product. And I always tell people all the time, like, why pay more and get less when you can pay less and get more? It's just my philosophy on things. With AlgoBox, I built everything that I need and nothing that I don't. Bookmap has one also. That's the other one I was thinking about. Bookmap, you know, I feel like when I'm looking at Bookmap, I feel like I don't know, maybe what an oncologist has to look at all the time, like cancer charts. Looks like little tumors are all over your chart. It's really weird. And the people who've used Bookmap, like a lot of people quit it later on. Like they're like, oh, this will be cool. I'll get some information out of it. Then you realize I filter through and create actionable stuff. I don't want just a bunch of information. I want actionable information on my chart. So I do all of the filtering for you in the code. I have the code think for you on the filtering. And I look for patterns on the Z-axis, which is something that is, I feel like, I don't want to say it's exclusive to us because I can't speak for everybody out there. But the Z-axis is a place where most people don't even know how to digest it. So what is the Z-axis? Anybody know what I'm talking about there? The Z-axis. Let's get nerdy for a minute. Let's bring you back to old school math class. So Cartesian planes. Ooh, big words. Let's talk about the Cartesian plane.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Is Cartesian plane, is it PL, is it AIN, or is it ANE? I don't know. I don't remember. Cartesian plane. So we got the XY axis, right? So everybody knows time and price. So
Touch NQ on the 36.
Price over time. Everybody knows this one, and you get a chart. P for price. You know the drill, right? Okay.
And
so price over time, that's X and Y, the X and Y axis. But then there is a hidden axes. What is the hidden axes? Oftentimes this is drawn like these.
Enigma long on the NQ2, upper bands touch NQ on the 36. Double delta NQ on the 2.
Three-dimensional space. The Z-axis that everybody forgets about.
NQ on the 36.
The Z. Mr. Z. He always gets overlooked. He gets sad sometimes. Mr. Z. Nobody appreciates you like I do, bro. It's alright, bro. So back inside of here, you got buyers and sellers going on in here of volume.
Upper bands touch NQ on the
and size and speed coming in on orders. Sometimes in batches.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Sometimes not so much in batches. And sometimes very quick items
Sue says memory
that nobody ever even looks at. Three-dimensionally
to the AI market.
Stuff going on inside of this area of bids and asks being hit, aggressive selling, aggressive buying. And in this Z-axis that goes this way dimensionally, so inside of every bar that's time and price, you have the Z-axis that's hidden right here. So I have created an entire Flowmaster system. So if you have seen the Flowmaster, which is trademarked by us, the Flowmaster internals are literally, it's an entire series of code just studying what's going on in the time and sales. The time and sales is the Z-axis, the Z. Okay, so if you hear me say, well, let's look at the patterns in the Z-axis. And that's a place where people just cross-eye. And you should, because I couldn't even do it myself. I would need the code to disseminate that information to me. Size and speed of the orders on the tape. And it's like things that happen in a series. Because remember, these guys have batched orders. They have massive sets of orders that they have to get done. So what I'm looking for is patterns on the Z-axis. Now, how can you see that? You can't. You can't, which is why you need enter
NQ on the 9.
The Flowmaster. It's like Don James if he had like a code name. He'd be like, I am the Flowmaster. I don't know. Don, what would you be the master? You would be like the most interesting man in the world master. He'd be like, I am the... I don't know if he's Zen. He's not like the Zen master. He's very hype. He's very... Don's too exciting to be slow. You know what I mean? But yeah, Flowmaster. All right. The Flowmaster is like a whole separate thing. Like all it looks at is the flow. It's literally looking at the time and sales tape, continuously studying what's going on inside of the bid-ask tape, where really nobody should be even looking. All right, like here, I have it over here. Okay, so these B's over here on the right indicate a block order. Now that block order though is defined by you. Each instrument should have its own block order sets. Again, it's complicated, but that's why you have Flowmaster. Flowmaster is in there doing all the work for you. It's like, listen, I got this. Now, it's looking at data over a series, finding things like, well, what is the average in a day? What's the current daily volume going on? What is the current flow state? And then measuring that over the last X period of time to tell you, well, what is important right now? This is always the key. Listen, how many of you guys have been right but not right on time? You know the difference? What's the difference between being right and being right on time? Because being right will actually make you broke. Did you know that? In trading? Why is that? Because if you are right, but you're not right on time, okay, then you can go broke. Because being right at the wrong time, because you don't have a big enough bankroll to handle the drawdown because you were right at the wrong time. Does that make sense? Right versus right on time. We want to be right on time. Okay. What is important right now? Speaking of right, okay, this is my right hand problem. I'll talk about the right problem. What's the right problem? The right problem to solve is the one that gives you the right answer, not just the right answer, but the right answer on time. Do you understand the difference? This is what Flowmaster, its entire job is to go, yeah, but am I right now? Right now. Because that's all that matters when we are trading intraday as day traders. Day traders have to be right on time, or you're going to be broke. You ain't going to be a day trader very long. You understand? So Flowmaster is studying that internally. Now, when I combine Flowmaster with the power structures that we do and those series of things that occur, then on top of that, combine the nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. When you pull all that together, then you have AlgoBox. All right. Now, to understand that, you're going to have to go through documentation. Now, who wants to go through documentation?
Last down, 1 spot, 7%.
Yawner, right? Do you really want to go through all my documentation? Probably not, right? Do you really? You could, but luckily for you, I break it all down for you in 8 videos. But all the documentation is here. If you want to do the 2-week free trial, how to install and set up, click up here. How to install, all that kind of fun stuff. It's next, finish. Get it rolling. 8-day boot camp right here. This is where you want to start, in my opinion. It's currently free. It will be behind a paywall in January, so go grab it while it's free. And at 2 o'clock today, I'm going to go over all the trades I took here today on the live stream and talk you through how to get started with boot camp, how to get things all set up, and I'm going to teach you 3 strategies that you can come and literally execute with me tomorrow. Hopefully in Sim, if you're brand new, I don't want to go, shouldn't be pressing the live button for a little bit. I think you should give it like 40 to 120 days. I have a whole thing about why 40, 40, 40, 3 sets of 40, and you're going to be good. If you do 3 sets of 40 at the gym, you're going to look like me and Joseph James. I'm just saying. I don't know if you want to do that or not. But also 3 sets of 40 in trading, and you look like Don James with his trading, and mine too. I'll see you at 2 p.m. sharp. Don't miss it. See you there. Our team, show these fine folks how it's done.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have AlgoBox on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDM, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market mover's trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital pit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flowmaster Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to AlgoBox or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant training. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the AlgoBox Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the AlgoBox Edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Mondays. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
Fib.NQ on the
The
board.
old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have best front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
CIA says technical issues, delays. CIA says technical issues, delays, further data.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
DCDMNQ on the floor. Lower band up NQ on the floor. Fib.NQ on the Fib.NQ on the 9.
Russell 2000 index up 1%.
Delta 5 Logan. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.